Today, we're arriving on the Big Island of Hawaii, and we're heading straight out on an excursion to explore Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. But the big question is, was this volcano tour actually worth it? You be the judge.
Thank you.
Michelle had her birthday, and then yesterday we had another Michelle birthday.
Yeah.
Everybody say happy birthday, Michelle 1. That's Michelle 1. That's Michelle 2.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
I had a question for you.
Okay,
Somebody was living in Tennessee. Do you have any idea where they could buy some real estate?
absolutely. Twilight Elite Realtors.
What is it?
Twilight Elite Realtors.
Area 11.
731-300-7777.
Got it.
We made it off the pier. What do you know? Well, how's everybody doing this morning? Good.
to
That
go.
means everybody's wide awake and had their morning coffee or morning tea or whatever you might drink first thing in the morning. Over here, it's beautiful Hilo rain. But all that water produces all this vegetation you're going to see today. You're going to see a lot of it. You really are. Back in 1793, Captain George Vancouver brought cattle to this island. All that I've been describing to you is part of the mountain called Kilauea. Been off and on since before recorded time. But we don't have just one volcano. It was holding its breath the whole time. And something the scientists are studying. We know for a fact that the aerial roots can draw in water, but now nitrogen. Plants have to have it. It's fertilizer, it's their food. Well, there's no nitrogen in a bare lava flow. Well, since our atmosphere is almost 80% nitrogen and the rest oxygen, they're trying to find out if they're pulling nitrogen out of the air for their food. Because they have to have it, but where are they getting it from? We don't know. What's coming back is a map of the park, and there's enough there for everybody to have one. A huge section of the road dropped into the volcano as well, melted away. And so we're gonna go as far as we can. See all these piles? This is all that they had to scoop up.
Some of those stories that he was telling makes me feel a little uneasy.
I know. It is so cool. It's steamy.
You're walking on,
An active volcano.
I'm thinking about all these little pieces of lava rock.
After traveling inland from the port of Hilo, our NCL excursion brought us to the summit of Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. Standing here along the edge of the massive caldera, the landscape almost feels like another planet. And although it may look like smoke rising from the ground, what we're actually seeing is steam. Rainwater seeps beneath the surface where rocks heated by magma turn it into water vapor and send it rising back through cracks in the earth. Kilauea first began forming beneath the ocean hundreds of thousands of years ago, and it is still reshaping the Big Island today. In 2018, a massive eruption caused much of the summit to collapse, dramatically expanding Halemaumau crater and forever changing the view.
that feather.
Light is, I mean, it is incredibly light.
So far, this tour has been well worth it. And if you're going to do this tour and you're wondering, should I use the restroom before I go up there? Well, wouldn't be a bad idea. But they do have restrooms here as well if you need to use them. But it's another viewing area right here. Now, as when we first got here, there's certain areas where there's, steam coming out. But the longer we were standing here, I started noticing more steam coming out of other holes, other cracks, crevices, and it is supposed to erupt today. Just hope it doesn't erupt too much.
For many Native Hawaiians, this is also a deeply sacred place, traditionally believed to be the home of Pele, the Hawaiian god of volcanoes and fire. Even without rivers of glowing lava, standing here and watching the earth breathe was an incredible reminder. Kilauea is very much alive beneath our feet. In fact, just 2 days after we stood here, Kilauea erupted again.
Winds were blowing from the northeast direction, pushing most of the airborne volcanic material to the southwest. The heaving wind resulted in the formation of multiple volcanic vortices surrounding the swirling lava and tephra. At one point, north vent fountains reached up to 650 feet or 200 meters. The top of the convective plume cloud climbed over 20,000 feet above sea level and was visible from Mauna Kea.
Not the largest cattle ranch that we have on the island, but it's a big one. Everything surrounding it is national. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
Next, we stopped at the temporary welcome center located at Kilauea Military Camp, or KMC. KMC is a recreation and lodging facility operated by the U.S. military for eligible active duty personnel, retirees, and their families, right here inside Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
And when you get done with the visitor center, you want to walk through here as another viewing area.
And just across the road, the Crater Rim Trail offered us another incredible viewpoint and one more opportunity to take in the immense scale of Kilauea. The park's main Kilauea Visitor Center is currently closed for an extensive renovation, so visitor information, park rangers, and the official gift shop have temporarily relocated here. The steam vents, where rainwater seeps underground, reaches rocks heated by magma, and returns to the surface as clouds of steam.
The heat
Feels good.
Can you stay? Still want to go?
I have a bee phobia. I don't know if I want to go forward now.
It may appear peaceful, but it's a visible reminder that Kilauea is still very much alive.
Years ago, they built a couple of rooms right over one of the steam vents and turned it into a natural steam sauna. Worked all the way up till the big earthquake. Then it cracked the ground in so many areas that it's now diffused off.
Before returning to the ship, the excursion also included a stop at Big Island Candies, a popular Hilo shop known for its chocolate-dipped shortbread, macadamia nut treats, and locally inspired gifts.
Kona means power, or more like divine power.
Where are we at, Michelle? Candy store. I think this is our last stop. Oh,
You missed the sample. You got a lot out of line.
I missed my sample. Samples when you come in.
With the rice crisps, so that you can see the crunchy.
Go ahead, eat that gluten. Eat it.
Coconut chocolate.
Eat that gluten.
Coconut chocolate. Yes, coconut chocolate, macadamia nuts, and rice crisps right there. Healthy here.
Ice cream brownie pie.
What?
Right there.
Oh, that's huge. That's too big.
Too big?
Too big. Yeah. Dark chocolate covered macadamia nuts and dry roasted, lightly salted macadamia nuts.
Your meal and talking, going, what do we do now? Where these men came from, there's gonna be more.
Our bus driver gave a story about how it's bad luck to pick up lava rock and don't
take it with you, yeah.
People will return it, they'll mail it back because it had such bad luck. Well, there was 3 pieces sitting at the front of the bus when we got off the bus.
Happy birthday to you.
Hi, folks. Oh, thanks so much for staying up.
While we slept, the Pride of America carried us along the coast of the Big Island from Hilo to Kona. The next morning, we tendered ashore and spent a little time exploring the shops along the waterfront.
Have a great time in Kona.
Good morning from Kona. Squeezed in.
4 wheels and a map. That's how we started out. Chasing every highway, knowing what life's about.
Sardines for breakfast, anyone?
Beneath the pines, waking to the mountain air, living in our rolling home without a single care. But there's a whole wide world across the deep blue sea, and a different kind of freedom calling you and me. So we parked the RV and left the keys behind, trading dusty asphalt for a different peace of mind. Yeah, we're swapping out the rearview for an ocean view, ready for the magic of a horizon brand new.
Today we're in Kona, and we didn't plan any excursions. We just wanted to kind of explore this area here. It's supposed to be one of people's favorite things to do here, I think.
Right, it's the best for shopping and restaurants or whatever right off the tender. So it's like you really don't even need a taxi if you want to just stay in the area. There's lots to see right around here.
No steering wheel to hold, no traffic in our way, just the salt air on our skin at the break of day. We're so used to watching the miles flash by on the interstate. Now we're about to watch the sunrise on an island, and we can't wait to taste a different culture and walk on the sand, holding hands together far away from the homeland. Yeah, we parked the RV and left the keys behind, trading dusty asphalt for a different peace of mind. Yeah, we're swapping out the rearview for an ocean view, ready for the magic of a horizon brand new. From the winding roads to the endless blue, we're taking a vacation from the life we past. We love the desert sun, but this beautiful adventure has only just begun. There's more than one way to wander, more than one way to roam, but as long as I am with you, any place is home. From the winding road to the endless blue, we're taking a vacation from the life we knew, stepping off the mainland, letting the current guide, seeing all the wonders on the ocean tide. From the RV parks to the open sea, we're truly living our vision, just you and me. We're truly living our vision. From the highway to the sea, just you and me.
With most of the day still ahead of us, we decided to venture beyond the port. We booked an Uber through the app and headed south into the heart of Kona coffee country to Greenwell Farms.
There was a storm that turned this whole road into a river.
Oh, really?
I would have never guessed he was going to pick coconut.
Very good. It's very mellow. Hint of coconut.
Greenwell Farms is a historic family-owned farm whose story began in 1850 when Henry Nicholas Greenwell left England and settled here in Kealakekua. He was later joined by his wife, Elizabeth Caroline, and together they spent nearly 4 decades farming, ranching, and developing their Kona coffee business. Their coffee eventually traveled far beyond Hawaii, and in 1873, it received international recognition at the World's Fair in Vienna.
Before, this was not a coffee farm, it was a citrus farm. Henry Nicholas Greenwell founded this in 1850. Henry was from Durham, England, and he came here when he was young, only 21 years old. How was the name Kona Coffee introduced to the world? The World Fair in Vienna, Austria.
Generations later, in the early 1980s, Henry's grandson, Norman, and great-grandson, Thomas, began developing coffee once again on some of the family's original land. Today, Greenwell Farms maintains approximately 85 acres of coffee orchards and manages around 60 additional acres for other local landowners. Just 2 months before our visit, the farm was struck by one of the most destructive storms in its history. A powerful Kona low brought torrential rain and severe flash flooding, damaging parts of the processing area and carving massive trenches through the property. The storm also devastated the nursery, destroying tens of thousands of young coffee plants that represented years of future growth. By the time we arrived in May, tours had resumed, but several parts of the processing facilities were still inaccessible as the farm continued its long recovery. Even with those limitations, we were able to walk among the coffee trees and learn how authentic Kona coffee makes its journey from a tiny seed to the cup we drink every morning. We learned how each coffee cherry is grown, harvested, and carefully processed, and witnessed firsthand the resilience of this historic family operation. And, of course, no visit to a Kona coffee farm would be complete without sampling several freshly brewed varieties for ourselves.
So this is the coffee fruit. We call this coffee cherry. Yeah, that's the fruit. And all of these are received there after the harvest, and we'll begin the process. That's wet milk. Fresh coffee are all received. So that sorter machine, color, has cameras, and it will view all the coffee. If green and black colors are detected, this will activate the air, and then it will be out from that. The skin is removed now. This is used back in the farm, while these coffee beans now will be soaked in the water. So it will begin the fermentation process. And this one will have a nice taste. Those are peppercorns. We are now producing black pepper. We're selling our own pepper also. Black pepper, available in the store. CBB, coffee berry borer, came to Hawaii in 2010. You see this hole here? Already, pinholes. They love the taste of the coffee because of that sweet taste. So they live inside, they stay there, drill the fruit, stay inside. You see, that's why it's black now. Yeah, inside. So there's larva, pupa, adults may be there. So then don't ever put the coffee fruit into your mouth because hundreds of them may be there. All Kona coffee must be Arabica. So there's Liberica, there's Robusta, there's Excelsa. These are the most four common coffee grown globally. But Arabica is the most dominant because it's known as aromatic, less bitter, and less in caffeine. So that's why Kona coffee are all Arabica. But why do we have this? This is the Liberica from Liberia, West Africa. They're known as worm-resistant coffee tree. So we use this for root stock, root system. So these beans here, soon as they ripen, we harvest the seeds, we plant it, and then as it sprouts, then it can be a root stock. We graft the coffee to it. So when that tree will grow strong and worm resistant. So you can see the fruits when you go under the tree. They're there up. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's how they grow. It's the season for jabuticaba. This is commonly known here as jabuticaba. So also in Brazil, they call it jabuticaba, but it's Brazilian. That's a pea berry. It happens naturally. The 95% of the coffee is two halves, like this. Hemispheric. That's the round and flat side. So farmers thought pea berry was bad, defected. So they throw this away. But when the pea berry was roasted, that makes a difference. The roasting, it transfers the heat differently. Look at this flat and round side when roasted. So this pea berry is described as flavorful, fruity, and with deep sweetness. Because of the scarcity of the harvest, the price of pea berry $70 a pound. The theory explains these two halves of coffee beans was sharing all the nutrients, the good stuff. The only child coffee gets everything. Okay.
We get a free bag for taking the tour, right?
The tour is free.
You get this one bean.
We stop in little towns we never knew were there. Talk to folks at campgrounds like we've known them for years. Sometimes it's mountains, sometimes it's the sea, but every place reminds us how simple life can be. This life is all about the journey, taking back roads slow, and not being in a hurry, finding hidden places that don't show up on the map.
Loki nachos, and we asked for them on corn tortilla chips instead of the wonton chips they came with. Pretty good, but I think I got mostly onions.
Pretty good.
This is chocolate macadamia pie. Basically, she said it's like a pecan pie, only with macadamia in it. And fudge on the top. She said.
Oh, fudge.
Oh, fudge. 2 bites.
I can get it. Here.
A lot of potato.
Very good and very rich. Very good. And we were told that a little 78-year-old lady makes all their desserts fresh.
This life is all about the journey, waking up to somewhere new with every morning sun, chasing all the places that we talked about for years, living out the dreams that once seemed to disappear. Yeah, there's something about rolling down that highway free, knowing all these memories are becoming part of me. And after all the miles and all the places that we've been, we choose this road.